On News Express, organizers say October 1st protests will hold at Eagle Square, notify police of exercise. Tinubu appoints Taipei as ZG China-Nigeria strategic partnership. And the business that Nigeria Rail Services investigate ticket racketeering on Abuja-Kaduna train service. On the first scene, Pope seeks ceasefire in Lebanon. In sport, UFC referee rates Adesanya fights as greatest. Hello and welcome to all of viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm Deacon Michael. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nicomsat. And our organizers of the fearless October 1st protests have declared that the police, Department of State Services and the military will not stop them from embarking on the demonstration as planned. The organizers have also written to the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Betogun, to request security during the demonstration, noting that protest is a fundamental right. They will not submit to any state agent. Nigeria will celebrate its 64th independence on October 1st, Tuesday, the day some Nigerian youth have taken to protest the hardship occasioned by the removal of fuel subsidy and the devaluation of the Naira. Now, away from that, President Bola Tinubu has appointed Mr. Joseph Taibei as the Director General and Global Liaison for the Nigeria-China Strategic Partnership, following the agreement reached during Tinubu's visit to China in early September 2024. This was disclosed in a statement released by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga. The statement noted that Taibei, a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of Nigeria and the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, will immediately submit a strategic action plan to enable Nigeria to benefit from the agreement between the two countries in Beijing. President Tinubu has submitted the names of 7 inaugural governing board members of the Northwest Development Commission to the Senate for confirmation. The presidency announced this in a statement signed by Tinubu's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga. The statement said this follows President Tinubu's signing of the Northwest Development Commission bill into law on 24 July, marking a crucial milestone in the establishment of the commission. Nigeria is set to host key stakeholders from the economic community of West African states to address the security challenges hindering farming and agricultural production across the region. The Director General of ECOWAS Food and Cultural Festival, Felix Ihonre, revealed this in ECOWAS Food and Cultural Festival is scheduled to take place in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State from 6th to 11th October 2024. He also stated that the festival will bring together key players from the food security and the sectors to propose solutions to the challenges affecting farming and agricultural production in Nigeria and other West African countries. The Edo State government has alleged that reinstated Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu has perfected plans to invade the state government house on Monday to enforce his reinstatement. The state government noted that a stay of execution appeal had been filed challenging the earlier ruling by Justice James Imotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja. A statement released by Special Advisor to Edo State Government, Crusoe Saziye, called on the Inspector General of Police, Olakayode Betogun, and the well-meaning Nigerians to dissuade Shaibu from alleged plot. The lawmaker representing Borno South Central District in the National Assembly, Ali Ndume, has expressed concern over the high level of corruption in Nigeria, describing it as a significant challenge of facing the nation. Ndume made this statement during an interactive session with journalists, stating that major challenge in the country is corruption. However, stating that Nigeria have no law that can proactively or reactively address the issues of corruption. About this issue, Economic Rights and Accountability Project has urged the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, to immediately enforce the court's judgment ordering INEC to prosecute cases of bribery involving state governors, their deputies, and other electoral offenses committed during the 2023 general election. In a statement released by SRAP's Deputy Director, SRAP says the recurring cases of electoral bribery and violence make a mockery of Nigeria's electoral process and participatory democracy. The latest allegations of electoral offences in Edo State show that INEC has learned little or nothing from the well-documented problems during the 2023 general elections. United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has urged state government in northern Nigeria to invest more in children to check child poverty in the region. UNICEF Social Policy Specialist in the Kano Field Office, Mrs. Fatima Musa Medeko, had a media dialogue in Zaria. She said Nigeria's multi-dimensional poverty index revealed that across the geopolitical zones of the country, the northeast and the northwest have higher poverty ratio with 90% compared to the southeast and the southwest with lower poverty respectively. The federal government has declared Tuesday, October 1st, 2024, a public holiday to commemorate the nation's 64th Independence Day. The Minister of Interior, Olutokunbo Tunji-Ojo, made the declaration on Saturday on behalf of the federal government in a statement issued by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Dr. Magdalene Ajani. Tunji-Ojo congratulated Nigerians at home and abroad on the occasions and praised the patient and hardworking Nigerian men and women, stating that their sacrifices will not be in vain. He reiterated the need for Nigerians to reflect on the labor of the heroes past and be inspired for the tasks ahead. And our hundreds of residents of Bichi local government area of Kano State on Saturday came out to receive the national chairman of All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Umaru Ganduje. Ganduje was in Bichi to sympathize with the victims and families of affected police officers who were recently involved in an accident on their way back to the state from Edo State. The police officers were those that went to attend the Edo governorship election that held last week. It was earlier reported that on Tuesday, the Federal Road Safety Kano State Command confirmed the death of 5 police officers due to the tragic road traffic crash. The National Association of Government, General and Medical Dental Practitioners has raised concern over the current doctor-to-patient ratio in Kano State, threatening to embark on strike on October 1st. A secretary of the association in Kano, Dr. Anas Idris, made this known while addressing newsmen on the outcome of its meeting. He said that despite reaching an agreement with the Kano State government in June, the government had yet to respond to demands including hazard allowance, especially the post-COVID-19 hazard allowance, which had been paid by the federal government since 2021, but yet to be paid by the state government. Dr. Nas further mentioned that the newly employed medical doctors who were hired by the state government in September 2023 had not been paid their salaries. The Ogun State Police Command on Sunday confirmed that a 35-year-old zoo worker at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library at Abeokuta, Babaji Daola, was on Saturday killed by a lion. The spokesman for the State Police Command, Omotola Odotola, disclosed this in a statement sent to journalists on Sunday. The Bauchi State-born lion handler was said to have forgotten to secure the locks and barricade the lion's enclosure before approaching the cage to feed the animal. The Kogi State Commissioner of Police, Bertrand Ononowa, has advised those planning to stage a protest on October 1st to reconsider and give the government more time to address the nation's economic challenges. The commissioner made this appeal during an engagement with the executive of the Take It Back movement Kogi State chapter at the command headquarters in Lokoja. A statement issued in the early hours of Sunday by the public relations officer William Aya said that the commissioner of police advised the group to reconsider the planned protest and give the government more time to fix the economy of the nation. Well, from Latu Party, affairs, the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party in Benue State has deepened as the party's stakeholders known as G14 have now informed the former governor of the state, Senator Gabriel Suswam, to resign his membership if he so desired. The G14 was formed in 2015 and comprises PDP holders in the 14 local government areas of the Tiv ethnic bloc in the state, with the former governor Gabriel Suswam being a co-chairman of the group. The former governor had, as a party stakeholders meeting held in Makodi within a week, announced that he had disbanded the group and promised to replace it with another group to be known as caucus members of the party. Now, the Borno State Flood Relief Distribution Committee has initiated the verification process for over 7,000 victims affected by the recent flooding in Limanti Ward within the Maiduguri Metropolitan Council. The exercise is being conducted at the Bubakar Airbnb Gabi Primary School. This marks the second verification effort following the earlier assessment in Gwangewan, where Governor Babagana Zulum launched the distribution exercise. As part of the process, the names of those impacted have been publicly displayed at the district head palace for verification and feedback. The Lagos State Police Command said it has begun a trial of 4 police officers accused of extorting 1 million naira from the members of the National Youth Service Corps in the Surulere area of the state. An ex-user, Loyemi Fasibe, shared that the officers from Area C Police Command in Surulere allegedly extorted the sum of 1 million naira from 3 members of the National Youth Service Corps. It was gathered that the corps members were stopped along the Surulere Expressway before a group of officers surrounded their vehicle and started conducting a search. An argument ensued between the corps members and the officers before the vehicle was driven to Area C Police Station, where the extortion was said to have taken place. Kano State government indicated its commitment and willingness to strengthen symbiotic relationship with India toward the socio-economic development of the state. Sanusi Bature, spokesman to Governor Abba Yusuf, about the disclosure via in a statement. According to the statement, Governor Yusuf made the remark while receiving the Indian High Commissioner to Nigeria, Shiriji, who called on him at the government house in Kano State. You're watching the News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. When News Express returned, Hezbollah confirms assassination of its leader. Our details of these and more after this short break. Please stay with us. You're watching live broadcasts of News Express on Global Television. Many thanks for staying with us. And now to business. The Nigerian Railway Corporation has announced plans to investigate allegations of ticket racketeering involving some officials on the Abuja-Kaduna train service. The corporation's Deputy Director of Public Relations, Yakub Mohammed, disclosed this in a statement issued in Abuja. Mohammed revealed that some officials have been exploiting passengers' difficulties with the online booking platform to engage in ticket racketeering. The statement says information reaching the management of the NRC regarding passengers' difficulties in obtaining ticket online, leading to ticket racketeering in the Abuja train service in recent times. The Federation Allocation Account Committee has deducted 622.75 million naira in 15 months to repay the loans disbursed to farmers under the Anchor Borrowers Program. The Anchor Borrowers Program of the CBN was established in November 2015 to create economic linkages between the smallholder farmers and anchors. According to Federal Account Allocation Committee revenue disbursement report obtained to the media, the government deducted 45.52 million naira every month from May 2023 to July 2024, totaling over 622.75 million naira in 15 months. However, the repaid amount remains insignificant to the outstanding payment of 450.90 billion naira owed to the CBN as of March 2024. Our determined to consolidate ongoing efforts at supporting the growth of small businesses, Nigeria's First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has provided financial support to 1,000 women in petty traders in the 23 local government areas of Rivers State. Senator Tinubu is the national chairman of Renewed Hope Initiative, under whose auspices the grant were coordinated. Wife of Rivers State Governor Lady Valerie Fubara, who is also the coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative in the state, presented checks to the 1,000 beneficiaries who received 50,000 naira each at the banquet hall of Government House in Port Harcourt. The Poultry Association of Nigeria, Lagos State, has recommended diversification and efficiency measures to address the sector's challenges, which empower food security and sustainability. Panlang chairman Margit Yola called for collective action to safeguard the future of poultry farming during the association's conference in Wednesday in Lagos, and with the theme Poultry Association of Nigeria, the pathway for food security and sustainability. Yola highlighted the significance of the poultry industry in protein production across West Africa and expressed concern over the recent setbacks the sector has faced, with many farms closing down due to rising insecurity, climate change and economic instability. And more in the business scene, the Nigerian Port Authority has developed a port emissions inventory aimed at tracking and reducing the greenhouse gas emissions across the country's port activities. The managing director of NPA, Abubakar Dantosho, commented on the development recently in Lagos at the 2024 World Maritime Day, which is navigating the future with safety first. Dantosho, who was represented by the Executive Director of Engineering and Technical Services, Ibrahim Omar, warned that the growing international maritime trade, accounting for roughly 3% of the global emissions, presented environmental and economic risks for Nigeria if not addressed. In the foreign scene, Pope Francis called for immediate ceasefire in the Ma'tad, Lebanon and the wider Middle East on Saturday as he ended a 3-day visit to Belgium, calling on the parties to immediately cease fire in Lebanon, Gaza, the race of Palestine and Israel. The Argentinian Pontiff 87, which told the open-air mass in Brussels as Israel continued to target the Hezbollah armed group in Lebanon. Hezbollah has confirmed the killing of its leader Hassan Nasrallah in a massive air attack on the densely populated neighborhood of the Beirut on Friday evening that reduced several residential buildings to rubble. As Israel continues its bombing campaign, the Lebanese group says it will continue to confront Israel in support of Gaza and in defense of Lebanon. Analyst Trita Paris says Iran's unwillingness to relieve the military pressure on Hezbollah stems from the terrorists' belief that Israel is seeking a much larger war. At a more international scene, at least 43 people have died and millions left without power as Hurricane Helene rolled through the southeastern United States. Officials continue their rescues with boats, helicopters, and large vehicles to help those stranded in flood waters, including about 50 workers and patients who crowded on the roof of a flooded Tennessee hospital. It was the most powerful storm on record to hit Florida's Big Bend and moved north into Georgia and the Carolinas after making a landfall overnight. At a stall in the mountains of Indian-administered Kashmir, Sofia is once a hotbed of militancy, sees a steady stream of voters entering a polling booth. The former state of Jammu and Kashmir, now divided into two federally administered territories, is holding its first assembly election in a decade. The third and the last phase of voting is on Tuesday, and results will be declared on October 8th. Since the 1990s, an armed specialties insurgency against Indian rule in the region had claimed thousands of lives, including those of civilians and security forces. Around sports, Argentina's World Cup winning goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez has been banned from the 2 matches by FIFA for offensive behavior. The Argentine Football Association announced yesterday the 32-year-old Aston Villa star was also found guilty of violating principles of fair play in a 2 separate episodes. Martinez was found to have violated FIFA's code of conduct when holding a replica of the Copa America trophy to his groin after the World Cup qualifier win over Chile on September 5th. It is not the first time Martinez has performed such an action, having also done with the Golden Glove trophy for the best goalkeeper. A veteran UFC referee, Mark Goddard, has held the epic middleweight clash between Israel Adesanya and Kelvin Gastelum as the greatest fight he has ever officiated. Speaking to TalkSport, Goddard singled out the co-main event of the European 236 in Atlanta at his most memorable encounter in the octagon. A British official who has overseen numerous iconic bouts described the interim middleweight title fight as an ungodly display of heart and skill, with every day of the week twice on a Sunday. Now, as Global News Express comes to an end, let's take a look at the top stories. President Tinubu appointed Tegbe as DG China-Nigeria Strategic Partnership. And on the planned protest, October 1st protest will hold at Eagle Square, organized as Star Police. And in business, NRC investigate ticket racketeering on Abuja Kaduna train service. RFRC in Pope 6 ceasefire in Lebanon. That's a package of News Express coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DLCV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using at Global TV NG and free to air on the Comsat. My name is Rican Michael, and thanks for staying with us. See you again.